Guys, shall we start the class? Am I audible? My voice is audible. So what I have to update? So that is the condition. Earlier, this 500, instead of 500, it will be what? 300 only. Earlier, before inserting. Why? Because the successor node of 20 is 30. Okay, that node address will be stored actually. This is after inserting. This slide shows after inserting a node between the between the nodes. Okay, so earlier it will be 300. Okay, why? Because 30's nodes address is 300. That's why it is written there. Now after inserting what I have to insert the node 50. So what is the address of this 50? Address of 50 is 500. So that's why it's written here. Okay, moreover, what are the two updates you have to do? You are inserting at the middle. Two updates should be done. One is the previous node next field should be updated. This is the field. Also, the new nodes next field should be updated. Two updations you have to do it. That you have to remember. This is enough. If you know this, that's it. What are the fields? What are the things you have to update? What are the fields? What are the variables should be updated when you are inserting an element? That's all. While inserting at the middle, you have to update two variables. One is the previous next pointer. Earlier this was 300, now it becomes 500. Okay, and the new nodes. Earlier what will be there? 300. Earlier it will be x null. Why? Because when you're creating a new node, you will call the get node function. Yesterday we have discussed. After the slide, I will go back to the program again. I will explain again what we are going to see, the pop function, all those things. Okay. So here I am inserting here, right? So earlier this will be x. X is nothing but null. While you're calling a get node function, the variable values like information part and the next part will be assigned. The assigned value is x null. Now after inserting, what you have to do? The 30th node is the successor node of node 50. Okay. For 50th node, the successor node is what? 30. I have to store the address of the node 30. That's why I returned 300. That's all. This is the updation you have to do. Okay. Oh, I hope you are clear in this. Then we will move to the programming part. Yesterday we have discussed. No, guys, can you follow me? Am I audible? Okay. So this is the slide we have seen in the yesterday's class. Until yesterday's end of class, we have seen. Okay. We create a new node, temp node. Okay, all those things. See how many variables you are creating. New node is a pointer variable. New node is a pointer variable. Temp is a pointer variable. Start is a pointer variable. Top is a pointer variable. All these things you have. Okay. First I created 25. Node 25. It means that the address is stored in the temporary variable as well as the top variable. Yesterday we have seen. Right. Now I am going to insert another node. What happens when I am inserting another node? Okay, I have to call a get node function. So get node function is called. A node is created like this. A node is created like this. Okay, this node address is stored is where new node. Let me show you in the coding part. Show in the coding part. Yes. We are seeing the push function part. I hope you are following me. We are seeing the push function. Okay. Once I call the push function again, already 25 node 25 is inserted. I'm calling the push function again 1. Okay, so ch is nothing but 1. The case 1 is matched. Case 1 is matched. So it is calling the get node function. You know, get node function will create a node. While creating the node, it assigns the value, the information part and the next field part. That you know, the information part is nothing but whatever you are getting from the user, 50, 100, whatever the case, and null will be assigned to the next field. Okay, and this node's address is stored in where new node. This node address is stored in the new node. That is what is shown here. 200, 200, right? 200 stored in where? This new node. That's what I've shown here. It's pointing to this one. So now I created. What I have to do? I have to link this part. No, I have to link this part, right? I have to link the 25 and the 35. I have to link 25 and 35. Let me erase this. Oh, erase. Take some time. Okay. So I want to link what? 25 and the 35. What should I do? I have to update the current field. Current field nothing but the top field. Why? Because top is holding the address of the topmost element. So I have to update here. Instead of null, I have to update 2000. Instead of null, I have to update 2000. That's it. That's it I have to do. Because last in first out, no. The last element inserted is 35. Okay. So that we should create a link between node 25 and 35. Okay. So how will you create? I have to update the value of top element. Top elements next field. Okay. Earlier it was null. Now I will update as 2000. That's what we are going to see in the programming part. Yes, done. Then that is new nodes nothing but 2000. You are pushing the, you are calling the push function. You are passing the argument as 2000. It goes direct to the, will go directly to the push function now. Okay. So 2000 comes here. 2000 comes here. Then if new node equal to null, yes, 2000 equal to null, false. Okay, we have created a new node, right? 2000 equal to null, no, it will not work. This if condition will not work. Okay, what is the next condition? Next if condition is that whether the link is empty, sorry, the list is empty or not. The linked list is empty or not. Okay, that is the second if condition. Start equal to null. What is the start value right now? What is the start value? 1000. No, it's not null. It is some value. It has some value. It means that there is some node in the stack. There is some element in the stack. So I assume that okay, the linked list is not empty. The stack is not empty. So then what I have to do? I have to append the newly created node to the existing link. That is what my assumption. That next I have to write the coding for that. Okay, this if will not work. Done. Then this else part will work. So what you do in case of push function, you have three conditions. First condition is that when you are pushing, you have to check whether stack is overflow or not. Okay, that is first if over. Second if the stack is empty or not. Sorry, I mean there is any node in the list or linked list or not. Okay, that's what start equal to null. Okay, this one. Okay, if it is null, I will update here itself. That's it. I'll update the start variable alone. If the start is null, I will just update the variable. Now the start is 1000. 1000 equal to null, false. Okay. Now I'm moving to the else part. This else part will work. What is this? We are assigning the start to temp variable. Why I am using the temp variable here? So that we have to what clearly visual like observe why I am assigning the start value to temporary variable. Both are pointer variable of struct node type. Okay, that you know. Both are temp and start are nothing but pointer variable of struct node type. Okay, that's why I'm able to assign the pointer variable to some other pointer variable. Okay. Why I'm doing? Because always I have to what I should not lose the start variable. Already I told in the previous class. I told if I lose the start variable, if I lose the start variable, I will lose the entire list itself. It's better to safer side to copy the start variable to some other variable. Okay, I can update that variable. I don't need to disturb the start variable. Okay, let it be aside. I don't want to disturb. That is for one advantage. That is one advantage. Now the other advantage is that I want to uh, check. I want to check for the every node's next field is null or not. For that case also, I'll use temporary variable. So two conditions we're using the temporary. Why I'm assigning the start variable to temp variable. That is the reason. Okay. One the advantage is that I don't lose the list. Second advantage is I want to visit every node in the every node in the list, right? Let me show in the for our case what you have only what one node, right? Let me draw in the whiteboard a simple thing. Okay, in this list I'm having 4 nodes. Okay, so I want to what um, I want to check each and every node. Every node's next field is null or not. Okay, next field is null or this is connected to this one. This is connected to this one. I have to iterate. I have to iterate for each and every nodes. Every node. While iterating, what will I do? I'll check for the null. I will check for the null values there in the next field or not. Okay, like that. Like that, I'll check. I'll put in the while loop. Okay, I'll put in the while loop. I'll check for the null in the next field. If I find the null value in the particular node's next field, then I will finish my loop. Then I will exit my loop and I say that this is the last node. This is the last node in the list, so that I can append the newly created node in the last node. That is what this meaning. Okay, so that is the reason we are copying the start variable to the temp variable, right? Okay, let me check in the coding. I hope you are following. You can understand. So here I don't know while temp tends next. What is the temp tends next? In this case, temp tends next. Can anyone tell what is the value of temp tends next? What is the value of temp tends next? Let me erase it. That's why I thought to complete yesterday, but okay. This is the scenario. This is the condition part. Can anyone tell what is the value of temp tends next according to this scenario? According to the slide shown here, what is the value of temp tends next? Can anyone reply in the chat box? What is temp tends next? Guys, are you there? Are you following? Let me pause the recording. I have to update what? The top variable. Earlier it was what, 1000, right? So I'll just erase the 1000 here. I'll erase the 1000. Okay. Now what should I update? It should be 2000. It is 2000. Now the top variable is pointing to the node 35. So what happens? I'm updating. Let me have a example in the stack as well. I'll show in the stack as well. It is 25, 35. Now 35 is the top node in the linked list. Okay, this is what we are doing. For example, I'm going to add another node. Let us consider I'm calling a push function again. Push function again. And what happened when a push function is called? It will call the get node, right? So before calling the push function, I will create a new node, right? Let me create a new node. Let me create a new node here. I'm just drawing here. Okay. So let it be this 45. This is 45. Okay. And this is null. And the address of this 45 node is the 3000. Let it be 3000. I hope you are following. I am just writing on the paint file 3000. The newly created node is 45 and the address is the 3000. And what will you do? This 3000 should be assigned to new node, right? This is a new node created. Just I'm erasing in the new node. It is, where shall I take some? Is 3000. Okay. Now this is pointing to what? This node, newly created node 45. Now what will you do? You'll check. You will call the push function, right? Push function first condition is what? If new node equal to null. Okay. No, 3000 equal to null, right? So what happens? Let me show in the body. Okay. This will not work. Okay, because it is having 3000. 3000 equal to null, false. Okay. Next, what happens? If start equal to no start value, some variable, some value is the 1000 is there. Okay. So this will also not work. And else, go to else part. Okay, what you're doing? Else part, you are assigning the start. I told no. We'll copy the start variable address to the temp. Okay. Again, we are doing what? Earlier it was 1000. Okay, you are just updating 1000. Start variable 1000 is copied to variable. Okay, let it be as it is. It was 1000. Let it be as it is. Next, I'll go to while loop. I'll check for what? While temp next. Temp next is nothing but 1000, right? 1000 not equal to null. Yes, is not equal to null only. Why? Because what? This is a different situation. Okay, this is a different situation. Earlier example, we told that temp next is null because that is the last node. Now temp next, the first node is linked to some other node, so it is surely it will have some value. Surely it will have some value in the next. Okay, so 2000 is there. So temp tends not equal to null. Yes, 2000 is not equal to null only. So while loop will work. Now this while loop will work. Why this, when this while loop will work, it has to iterate to the next node. It has to iterate to the next node. What should I do? I should copy the temp next value again to the temp. I'm just copying the temp next is what? 2000 is copied back to that. Copied back to the temp. I'm writing here 2000. Now it is updated. Temp equal to temp next. So temp next value is assigned to temp. Now it is 2000. Next, while loop will run, no, right? While loop will run again. Again it will run. Temp text. What temp next value? What is not equal to null? What is the current situation? So this will point to now this one. Okay, temp tends and next is what null only. Here it is. Temp text is null. Null not equal to null. What happens? The while loop fails. The while loop fails. Okay. If while loop fails, then it comes out of the loop. Then what happened? I have to update the value, right? I have to update the new node to temp next. No, nothing but whatever the newly created node, that should be what placed over the top node, right? Over the top node. That's what we are doing here. Okay. So what will I do? 3000. 3000 will be written here. Let me. That's what I'll erase here. One second. I'll erase here. So right now the temp next is what this one. What I erased is updated with the new node value. What is new node? 3000, right? So 3000 is written here. I'm writing here 3000. When 3000 is updated, it creates a connectivity to the newly created node. Okay, newly created node. And one more thing, what you have to update? Can anyone tell? So earlier, top value is the 2000. The newly created node is 3000, right? So I will update here. I'm writing here at the bottom. So you can. I hope you can able to view this. Earlier it was 2000. Now I'm making it as 3000. Now top also points to this topmost element. Understand, ba? Understand about this push function? If you understand, means very easy for all other example part. That's why I'm making much time on this, giving more concentration on this. Okay, if you are clear with this, then you are the same thing in Q. Nothing is that Q. Instead of LIFO, this is that is FIFO. That's all. Okay, I hope everyone has understand. The same thing will do the operation for pop, right? We'll do for pop function. What is happening, we'll see. Let me go back to the coding. Okay. Again, now right now I didn't do in this example. We didn't take the intermediate position, inserting the element in the intermediate position. For simplicity, I have taken only the node insertion. That's all. Node insertion in the stack. Moreover, in case of stack, keep in mind, in case of stack, we cannot insert at the middle. That you have to insert. In case of stack and queue, we cannot able to add insert element in the middle. Okay, it has to follow the fashion of FIFO and LIFO. That's why once it is insert means it will added at the top. If it is deleted means it is deleted from the top. That's all. Simple. We'll go to the pop function. When I call a pop function, what will happen? What are the things you should do? Always you will check for underflow, right? When you call the top function, you will check for underflow. If top is null, it means that what? It means that there is no node, there's no element in the stack. But in our case, what happened? 3000 is there. See at the bottom, top value is 3000. So it means that there is some element in the stack. Okay, there is element in the stack. So what should I do? That if condition will not work. That if condition will not work. Okay, done. Next, what happens? Same thing. So I have to iterate, right? So what is the only way I can track this linked list? Sorry, I can track the stack. The only way I can track the stack is using start variable only. The only way I can track the stack is using start. I have to start from bottom. It will be here also. I'll update it 45. I didn't write here. It will be 45. See, if I want to access the stack elements, the only handler for me is that start element, start variable only, start pointer variable. Okay, start pointer variable. So I need to copy the start pointer variable to some other variable called temporary. Okay, why? Because I need to iterate each and every element, okay, until I find the last element. Until I find the last element. Yes. Okay. Why you are finding the last element? Because the last element will be having the next field as null. If I find then any node having the next field as null, then I will delete that element. That's all. Simple. Because why? Because that is the last node in the stack. It is having the next field as null. I will simply delete that element. Delete it, and I'll make the previous element as, instead of 3000, I'll make it as X. That's all. Simple. That's what I'm going to do in the program. So I told no, just we are copying the start to temp. So now the temp is what 1000. Let me erase here. And write. Why? Because start variable will never change. Until all the elements are deleted. When all the elements are deleted, automatically start becomes null. Okay, right now it is 1000. So just I'm writing the 1000 here. Okay, 1000 in the temp. It's updated. Now with this handler, I can able to keep track the elements in the linked list. That's all. Okay, that's what start. Initially, I'm checking. Why? Because if start next is what null means, what happens? It is the case where we having only one element in the list. That is what this means, right? Why I'm doing this? What is this if condition? If you are having only one element in the linked list, that there is no need of temp at all. Actually, this line can be written after this if. It should be written after this if, right? This temp equal to start should be written after this if condition. Okay, but it has been written previously. No issues at all. Okay, here this if condition is for checking if there is only one element in the stack. Okay, obviously stack next null means okay, there is only one node in the list. I'll pop elements. That's all. Yeah, what you're doing here? Just printing top data. Top data is nothing but 25 will be printed if you are having only one element in the list. But in our example, we are having three elements in the stack. And once it is deleted, there is only one element in the list. I know. If it is deleted, what will I do? Make them start as null. Okay. Then free top. There comes the memory management function. Okay, free is the memory management function. Okay, will release the allocated memory. Okay, why? Because top will hold some variable, right? So hold some address. That address location. That particular memory is released so that it will be efficiently engaged for some other application. That is the benefit of here what linked list. Okay, that is the benefit of pointer. We can able to deallocate the memory using free function. Once it is done, even what should I do? Top also equal to null because there is no element in the stack. I should make top also should null. Right? This is one case. So this is first if. This is second if. Okay, done. Then if you are having more than one element in the stack, this else will work. If you are having more than one element in the stack, this else will work. Right? Guys, can you follow up to this? Right. So if you are having more than one element in the stack, this else will work. Okay. What is this while loop again? I told you I have to iterate each and every node in every element in the stack until I find the next value. Node's next value is null. Okay, or what is the different case they are using? Temp next not equal. Here they are using if I find top value, top equal to top. Okay, so this is different case. What we are doing first, we'll go from the design part. We'll go to the drawing part. Let me show you what is this while temp next. I'll show here. Okay, what is temp next here? Temp next is nothing but 2000. Okay, 2000. Fine. Temp next 2000 not equal to what? Top. Top is what? Second, I'll show you. 2000 not equal to which one? 3000. Top value is 3000. Yes, 2000 not equal to 3000. This is one way part. This is one way. The other way, what I told, the other way, until you find the null value in the next field, then you can stop there and you can delete that. That is previously I told one way. So you can write differently, depends upon your programming knowledge. You can write. Okay. It's your wish. But in this program, what they are written, they are checking with the next field value as is equal to top or not. That's all. If it is equal to top, okay. The node, this is the node I have to delete. That's all. This is the node I have to pop from the stack. Anything you can take it by. It's your choice. Okay. So temp text is what? Text is 2000 not equal to 3000. Yes. True. If it is true means what I have to do? I have to iterate. No, I have to iterate to the next position, right? Next I have to move to the next. I have to move to the node 35. If it is not 1000 is not equal to 3000, then I have to move to the 1000 what? 2000 is not equal to 3000 means next I have to move to the next node 35. How will I move to the node 35? How will I move to the node 35? I have to update the temp. No, only handler, the handler which I will iterate to each and every node is using the temp variable. So I have to update the value of temp now. Okay, how can I access this? Just I am circling here. Let me circle here for you. How can I access this node here? Only with the, if I know the value of 2000. If I know 2000, I can access this particular node 35. Where is this 2000 stored? It is stored in the previous next field. Once again, there is asking. Temp, yes, very good. No, temp, not temp equal to next part, not temp equal to next. Temp equal to temp tends next. Okay, let me write in another notepad also. Or you can able to follow? Yes, temp equal to temp tends next. Okay, next you cannot simply put next. Next is what? Next is you cannot access the next at all. Okay, simply you cannot call next. There should be some. It is a pointer variable, no? Okay, it's a pointer variable in the structure data type. So I will use what? Temp equal to temp next. What is temp next? Temp next is what? 2000. 2000 is assigned to temp. That's all. Now what happens? I'm just drawing another line, little maybe for some people it gets confused. Now I'm drawing a line. Okay. Now where it is pointing. Before that, I'll erase it. This one. What I should have used that whiteboard. Since if I use whiteboard, I have to redraw it again. That's the reason I have taken this. I saved this file. I have opened that file. Okay. Just erased. Okay, not erased fully. Let it be. I have to zoom the eraser. Okay, no problem. Now what happens? 2000 is pointing to where? 2000 is pointing to this node. See, that's all. Now what will I do? Temp tends or temp tends not equal to which one? Top, right? What happens? Yes, it is true. We'll go back to the what now. Temp tends next is 3000, right? Now temp tends next is what? 3000. Temp tends next is 3000. So 3000 is not equal to 3000. Okay. So what happens? It's false. Actually, it is true. It is false now. So it has to come out of the while loop. It has to come out of the while loop. Then what I'm doing, just assigning the null value. Temp tends next. What is temp? What is here? This one. Temp tends next is nothing but I'll just show directly in the what in the file. Temp next is what? This one. Okay. This one I'm making it as what? Null. If I make this as null, we are disconnecting the last node. See, we are disconnecting the last node. Maybe hope you are following. If I make this 3000 as null, if I'm making this 3000 as null, what happens? I am disconnecting the, I make it as null. I am disconnecting the last node. That's all. What is the next thing I have to do? Anyone? What is the next thing I have to do? I made it as null. Okay. It means that element is popped out. I will show how it is popped out. Just we'll display. We have disconnected the last node. There's no connection between the node 35 and the 45. There's no connection between the node 35 and the 45. Why? Because we have made the 35th node next field as null, so that you don't have access to the successor node. Now, can anyone tell what is the next update? What is the next update should I do? Yes, I got one reply. We'll see. Make 25 node as null. No, 25 node as null. No. Why you are making 25 node as null? No, pa. We should not make 25 node as. See, I call the pop function according to the stack. It follows FIFO. Sorry, it follows a LIFO. Last in first out. Last inserted node is 45. Last inserted node is 45. So it is deleted. It means that we have disconnected the node. Okay. Then I have to update the top value, right? Previously, the top value is 3000. Okay. It's nothing but the node which I've deleted now. Okay. Now what should I do? Can anyone tell the value? Can you update top to 2000? Very good. Now I have to update the top value to 2000. I'm erasing here, pa. I'm erasing here, making the 3000 as 2000, making the 3000 2000. Now what happens? Top points to this one. Right now the top points to the particular 35th node 35. Now this is the last topmost element in the stack. I'm just erasing other things and all. Okay, that's it. Let us go back to the coding. Okay, that's what we did. Popped, that's what the null is done. Popped element is what? Top data. Yes. Before making, see, we don't know before deleting what I'm doing. Top data. Top data is nothing but 3000, right? We know that 3000 is data, that value is printed, and free top. Okay, I'm making free top. Then temp top. What I did, I told top equal to temp next. Okay, now I told what is there in this top equal to temp. Okay, both are same or not? Can anyone tell? I told top equal to temp tends next. Okay, now sorry. Now what is it? What we have to update in the top value? We have updated what? What we have updated? 2000 to the top value. Okay, where you got this 2000? It is stored in the temp, right? That's what top equal to temp. Yes, right. Thank you. 2000. Fine. This is how the pop function is working. Okay, and for display the same thing. You can use one while loop until I find the null value in the node's next field. I can keep on iterating until that node. I can just print the elements. That's all. Simple. So first they are checking with the null value or not. Stack is empty or not. Then if it is not null, then I want to print the elements in the stack. Okay. What I'm doing, just copying the start variable to the temp variable. This temp variable now is a crucial variable for us. With this, I will iterate each and every element. Okay. Here, what is the point there? What is the logic they are using? Temp not equal to null. Okay. Temp not equal to null. So this is the other way. If it is equal to null, what happens? It comes out. Otherwise, until it prints the element in the stack. So once you go through this, it will be easy. Guys, is understood? Shall we close the class?